Yeah, I mean, if anything, I think it further proves out, the thesis of the builders that we need decentralized, trusted, decentralized, trustless, verifiable solutions for all of these things, and that these unaccountable, untransparent, centralized exchanges, where it's apparently so incredibly easy to commit fraud and mingle users' funds and abuse their trust, they to some extent need to come to an end, and we need to more and more use these decentralized, verifiable solutions. And Cosmos has been leading the charge on making it possible to build, verifiable decentralized exchanges as their own blockchain, and with their own communities, but also other financial solutions. So, this has impacted a lot of people. I mean, surely across the industry. I think Cosmos was largely able to avoid too much exposure, so it's not really directly impacting, as far as I know, any of the building teams. I mean, only insofar as the general crypto prices come down. Everyone takes a general hit, but the builders in Cosmos for sure and beyond are still strong and building away and building the future we all believe in. Yeah. There's definitely still a lot to improve on the UX front and making these systems accessible, and especially the on and off ramps, which I think is the primary, one of the primary functions that the centralized exchanges played. But so arguably the right role for centralized institutions here is as simple on and off ramps, perhaps into stable coins. They can be easily and well regulated as custodial stable coins, holding users' funds in segregated accounts and not gambling with them. And that can provide an on-ramp that then users can enter this more verifiable, transparent, auditable, accountable world of decentralized finance and decentralized solutions. So perhaps the regulated stablecoins can kind of play that entry and provide custody solutions. I think are in the UX of custody solutions and accessibility to the rest of the DeFi ecosystem is an important role that all of us should be and can be working together on to make it easier and easier for new users to actually access this new infrastructure that has their interest in a way actually directly encoded into in a way that anyone can verify. So it's pretty amazing the kinds of user protection that can come from these systems, and hopefully the regulators catch on to this sooner than later and realize how much this can actually benefit people. It certainly looks like there's a lot of kind of draconian engagement, and regulators are sort of missing the boat on the opportunity here and the protection that is possible by engaging with these systems properly, and outlawing DeFi and just promoting centralized exchanges, which seems to be what SBF was advocating for, is obviously not the way to protect users. And hopefully they understand that and learn that lesson after the recent tragedy. But I don't know if they will, and I don't know if they'll come around. I mean, I hope so. And I know lots of folks are working with them and trying to support them, and I encourage that. So I hope to see them come around and see this as really trustworthy infrastructure that can be reliable and that can have the best interests of users encoded directly, and can be much better at protecting user funds and user interests, and providing stability and helping mitigate systemic risks in a way that the traditional incumbent financial system has proven itself time and time again unable to do effectively. Yeah, I mean, I think the opportunity for higher quality projects, grounded in reality, and that actually integrate with the real world and support real world use cases, have a huge opportunity now. Hopefully a lot of the it's never fully cleared out, but a lot of this like speculative kind of gambling use cases that have dominated the last couple of years, of hype, have kind of been proven, hey, to be a little bit unstable. And there are some foundational DeFi protocols that are really working, and then it seems like there's an opportunity to really start to build on that and build on integrations with the real world and supporting real world commerce. We're pushing for a particular approach that we call collaborative finance, rather than just decentralized finance, that really taps into the real world payment system and supporting real world networks of obligations and the trade credit economy and so on, that can actually help real small medium-sized businesses with their liquidity needs, and in a way to actually realize the potential of blockchain technology as a payment solution and not just a vehicle for all this kind of speculation and stuff, but to really help in a meaningful way, and in a way that can also reduce systemic risk and so on. So, 2023 is the year we actually start, connecting with the real world and supporting real world commerce and showing what blockchains can do beyond just be hype machines. And then I think the other big thing that's happening sort of more within the blockchain space, but will also support this, is just the growth and adoption of interchain technology. I think especially IBC, so the Cosmos interblockchain communication, or let's say the interblockchain communication protocol, IBC, that was pioneered by Cosmos, is increasingly being adopted outside the Cosmos ecosystem. And so I think we'll see more and more blockchains kind of adopt IBC as a standard, so that it's, it will really move beyond just being kind of a more Cosmos focused thing to be a general purpose. This is how we build a cross-chain interoperability, and this is how we do it right, and we're already starting to see that. And so I think 2023 might also be the year that IBC starts to get more serious adoption beyond just the Cosmos ecosystem, and that we really start to achieve the vision of interoperability that Cosmos dreamed up so many years ago, and seems to be an increasingly important part of our future. We've seen already, there's like 50 plus blockchains that are all connected using IBC. In public, you can see the stats, mapazones.com or even on Midscan. You can start to trace this out, and we're seeing more and more chains adopting IBC and more IBC activity. And so we're starting to see, there's been a lot of work with Polkadot and Near Protocol, and people are even starting to work on Ethereum integrations for IBC and others. So we're really starting to see, other chains start to integrate IBC and connect into this larger interchain that the, Cosmos network chains are partying in already, and looking to bring in, all our brothers and cousins and sisters and so on, chains into this network with us. So that's happening. And the other really interesting that's happening now with IBC is we're seeing more advanced application protocols be deployed. So a lot of people just think about, IBC is just how Cosmos does token bridging. It's just some simple token bridging protocol. But that's not true. IBC is actually a general purpose communication protocol. Token bridging is just one application you can do over IBC. But we're starting to see other applications, starting to launch and be adopted. And those include ways to share security over the interchain, so the security of one blockchain can be used on another, or to have other kinds of more advanced control from one blockchain. So one blockchain can control an account on another, things like that. So I expect we'll see the growth of those kinds of more advanced applications over IBC in 2023, and people might start to really understand, hey, this is more than just token bridging. This is general purpose cross-chain communication, which is a whole new world. So that'll be really interesting. I hope we don't see some other big thing fail, but I wouldn't be surprised at this rate. So everyone stay safe out there.